Week 11 is the letter K. K is for in October 2001, I believe it was, the 4th of October, as I recall, after several interviews with a guy named Garth, who was the food and beverage manager, I was given a job at Charisma nightclub. I started there as bar support and worked with a guy called Neil, who I see now and again around town whilst I'm at work, which I know kind of doesn't make sense but kind of does. I also worked with a guy called Terry, Frank, who after my supervisor left took over as supervisor. I can't think of everyone's names that I work with. I met a few people that I became acquainted with, including two people called Chris, both who had the same surname, but one who had a middle name. And a girl called Kerry Ann, my friend Simon, and a few other people. If you're not mentioned in this and I recall who I work with, your names will be mentioned either in the credits and or in the description for this video. I worked as bar support or glass collector, generally in the R&B room and occasionally in the main room, which was like the dance room, most nights that I worked, until after a member of staff left and a few others were put in place but didn't want to do the job. I was moved on to the cloakroom, where for the most part I remained until the club ceased trading around March 2004. I met many people during my time there, some of whom I see out and about still now, and others I don't. Some people that I see that I recall from Charisma days, who I see in other places, like other retail outlets and stuff, like shops and that around town, that either don't want to recognise me or don't recognise me. But hey ho, that's their loss. I enjoyed my time at Charisma. The first manager, like general manager at the club, generally didn't interact with the staff that often, but was a good manager nonetheless, along with the rest of the management team that I worked with. One of the managers there wasn't exactly the best manager. The manager that let us get away with more than it should have was a guy called H, and we quite often stayed back, and sometimes we'd stay back so long after work that we'd end up going over to McDonald's and getting McDonald's breakfast and cups of tea and coffee, which was enjoyable and fun. Quite often after work we also, if we didn't stay behind after work, would venture down to Riley's, where we'd stay for several hours playing snooker, pool or American pool, drinking and eating and having fun. That's about all for this week about my time at Charisma. If there is anything else you want to know, I shall tell you what to do shortly. Thanks for checking out this week's SpydaLog, which was week 11, the letter K of the Alphabetically Me series. I look forward to receiving lots of thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Hopefully lots of shares as well if you enjoyed this video with your family, friends, acquaintances, work colleagues and the like. If you have any questions about anything in this week's episode, any suggestions for future Alphabetically Me or future SpydaLogs, or anything else you want to say, please feel free to comment below this video. Bye!